give a hand to your fellow man. And I know God will bless you. Don't leave him. Always give a hand to your fellow man. And I know God will bless you. Don't leave him standing there. Show how much you care. And I know God will bless you for the things you do good. Jah will always bless you more and more. And the things you do wrong, Jah shall surely take away. It's gotta be one for all. It's gotta be one for all. Yeah. Just give love a thought. That's where it really starts. Yes, I know Jah will bless you. From Zion, yeah. Jah. But oh Father, will you hear my cry and deliver I and I, so I shall not be crucified? Yes. Run, come, rally round Rastaman, make we have some fun. So when you fall in, run, come, rally round Rastaman, camp, we are the righteous ones. Oh yeah. Children, the door is open. Come in, my little ones, come in. Make your light so shine among them that they will see your good work and glorify your name with praise. Rastaman, can make we have some fun. God, I'll take up with them. Rally round Rastaman, can we have the righteous fun? Oh, joy, oh, joy, oh, joy, oh, Satan turn loose, come to the sea, he's the youth. Never let him get close to you, cause if he catch you, him will damage you. Say that we never, ever, ever run when Roman soldiers are come. We never, ever, ever run when Roman soldiers are come. We are gonna fight him. We are gonna fight them. We are gonna fight them. We'll have to fight them away spiritually. Satan is the one with a funny plan. Set up a trap and then him stay right land. Him set up a net, so stick a bet 10 to 1. I know Satan is a man, but we never ever ever run when Roman soldiers are come with them guns. We never ever ever run when Roman soldiers are come. We are gonna fight them spiritually, spiritually. We are gonna fight them spiritually. Oh my God. See, evil forces surround us, trying to capture us.
Pull up this song now, eh? Pull up this song now, eh? Pull up this song now, eh? Pull up this song now, eh?
Satan turn loose, come to the sea, he's the youth. Never let him get close to you, cause if he catch you, him will damage you. Say that we never ever ever run when Roman soldiers are come. We never ever ever run.
And Roman from music for play them on the F already.
Let go big chore, big chore, big chore, big chore.
But trot along, judge of people we've got to reach. It Yes, greetings with there with you, things and times. You know something? I them thing there that me defend, you know. But you see, true to the mentality of some people, especially our people who say, well, go on in Palestine, have nothing to do with we. I may find that to be a mental offensive, you know, mentally offensive. Seriously, I do. You know what I mean? I'm so much indifferent. Yeah, I'm very indifferent. I really find that to be so mentally offensive because for a set of people to look upon something like that and turn around and say that the whole something not have nothing to do with we, you know, it's incomprehensible. I just can't comprehend that, to be frank. You know what I mean? So them tune them in the scale, you know, say that was our trad. And one of them tune them in mix, you know. I haven't mixed that version, but I mixed the original version. You know? Yeah, man. Big up Mr. McGregor and family. And big up Principal. Listen now, come. Yeah, okay. The news is really I have a documentary to play. And the other evening, yesterday, me miss it out, you know, cause yesterday, the other day, me miss it out. And I'm wondering if it's fate that says never play it because the people then become so sensitive. They must sack people. Even Hollywood artists is them. Hollywood star, Hollywood artists, popular TV, what you call it, soap opera workers. Listen here. The people them have the world under lock. You know what I mean? And now because the world I've seen things, are seeing things. They must sure say they're not care. So they must sack people, suspend people, all kind of thing. And who them can call Semitic and everything, they must find all forms of linguistic inferior conversations to say that people attack Germany, this and that and the other. I tell you. So you see, we as black, as African people, the children of slave in the diaspora, we have to learn them tactics there. We have to learn, we have to pay attention and learn them tactics. Even though they're deceptive tactics, you know. But one of the key tactics that me say we have to learn, we have to cry in public. Yes. You understand? 'Cause it touches the sentiment, the nerve strings of every human being. And they have been running it and running it. And when we can reach the level, we must, get with grandparents them, with mothers them and everybody. Even my father them, you know. I met them cry in public. Not just cry. You need this, the surrounding. You just don't just stand up there and cry because that means you're madness. You see? But we have to learn from this what has been taking place and what is taking place and what the ex-prime minister that now is Lord somebody that take for him grandparents them game for the money that come off the plantation off of we back. We parents back. Our parents' hands and feet. Huh? And send him to school. Raise him, top education, and become prime minister. We must not forget, you know, that Cameron family are slave masters and mistresses, and them still have money in the bank. Him gone down there now, and I tell the people them he has reiterated, is that the right way to speak, to pronounce them thing there, what England have said, that we stand with you. Now, how stupid is this man? Huh? And just to show you that whoever's on top of top, that's their decision, and these people have to carry it out. That man, they could have turned around and tell the people, them say, listen, no, listen, you overstep your mark. You understand? And we are deal with this thing at the United Nations, and we as a country, England, that is a pilot for human rights. I'm telling you, back down. He not do that. He not do that. He not do that. Now when the David Lammy say him not see him, he's missing. He was well trained and broomed. Them clip him toenail and fingers and everything and make him understand that this particular role him have here after being outside for so long. We know you've got a step up for lip. Now represent the country. Represent the country. When you leave there, you go to United States, and you know that friendship, that relationship. Show them, show Biden, and this is what is happening. But anyway, the documentary I go play, YouTube to them calling them and say something might block me. So when I try to tell you that for now, enjoy what I deal with today. Right? Because what has been delivered, what has been found is authentic. It's by a worker, a person who worked there, who lived there. Not 1 day and 1 week and then gone away and come. No. True experience. You understand? And there's no AI and rate here. I see something. Now, I refuse to show the video because it's a documentary, it's not an audio. Just in case them decide to say, listen, here's your stuff and get off. Don't bother come back here. That's why I refuse to show the video. The people them who make it now turn around and said, nah, you're violating us. They want people to see and hear. But since the way these people are behave, star, I tell you, and I don't have no European relationship. I'm strictly 1000% African family. Yes, you understand? And I'm not about substituting, not even considering the word or the thoughts or somebody running them lyrics in my brain. Nah, not over here. You understand? Not over here. Not no, not ever. And there's nothing. I mean, you can see certain things, but when the people them grab you and them waterboard you and you would give up your granny. You know? And I've not been there. And I don't intend going there. You understand? So the God of the world and all the people them and the whole universe are that God alone me fear. Yes. So I know I say when I go say nobody can see it, so no wonder you want to talk. So okay, stay there. And when you have your little dream, a little realization, and then you say, yo, if I was you hear that one there? If I was in Gaza, what would I be doing? You think you could have tweaked text and email and Facebook anybody to tell you what? What is that going to do? I mean, beam me up, Scotty be the best one. Now listen these two tunes here, these two rhythms tune, I was going to say that. You know what? It come like my whole body, I get nervous, you know. I tell you, I stammer and stipple it everywhere. Now listen these two sounds, you know what I mean? And understand what take place now. Cause I give you an intro of what take place already in a reggae. Okay. With a courtesy of principle. I may just select them. Come.
Judge Royal Bounty Killer Bugle. We are the world like Michael Jackson said. Choose to go hide.
Oh yeah, announcement. Me see the people them at my what? No, they're older than me. The a dance. Rockstone. Yo, the man them from North London, they go and good, you know, 'cause the man read the script. Whoever the promoter was, the young man read the script and decided to say, listen here. So we still need to get the other part of the thing, 'cause when I don't hear Java, and I surely didn't hear Sofra, and neither did I hear Tubbies. So until we hear them now, right? But so far, right? So far, North London, yes, kick up the place, entertain the people them, and had all the hype. Yes, man, and the people them do it. And I'm not talking from the selector and some DJ guy. You understand? Some disc jockey. No. It's how him. So he's a good student tonight. Hey yo, you don't pay no subscription. Flip, you stay from far. And the brethren them a tell you that best go on good with him classroom. Start, you must subscribe. If you listen here, if you subscribe, you know, there's nothing can deal with you, you know. 'Cause you're bright. But you just need a little, you know, a little here and a little there. You see what I mean? 'Cause and I can tweak you. You understand me? And I know say y'all listen me, you know. If you're not listening, those who are tell you, they are telling you properly. 'Cause Star, you and the people them was like hand in glove. I love that, man. Yes, North London. But I need to hear the others, you know what I mean? And see, right? Because some people that say Tubby is Tub, right? But maybe the way them sound. But I need to hear the others and see what kind of sound, yeah? How they melly up the people them and everything, if they did, yeah? But so far, yes, man, you're going good. But you need to subscribe, man. Yes, Philip. You need to become a student. No feel no way, man. You need to become a student. You understand? Not full time. You can be a part-time student, but you need to register. Okay. Yeah, man. North London 1-0 so far.
Judge Royal Bounty Killer Bugle.
We are the world like Michael Jackson said. Choose to go hide and frost down the bed. Yeah, we're tired of them arguments. It's not gonna run right till the Rasta in them parliament.
Won't play their games. Time is of essence.
Time too short.
Disease and plagues is what they set on us. Who feels the pain knows what we're talking.
Now, you know, see them kind of tune in on only stop around here, you know, because you see principle up there, Lord fast, man. You can't stop it, man. We got stop it, sit down, rest your mouth. Come here, boy. I keep telling you know, we set chin now follow them. You understand me? You want to hear them talk there again? You can't get it, man. Come here. Come on.
You can give up or you can give in. You can lose or you can win. You can be optimistic or you can live in doubt with no knowledge of what you're about. You can be strong or you can be weak. You can be aggressive or you can be meek. May goodness and mercy follow you wherever you go. I've got experience. Times are changing, so stop gazing. Things that's happening, I never see them before. No, I never see them before. Good Lord, Lord. Times are changing, so stop gazing. Things are still happening, I never.
Sid, I tell you, man, even though we have all it, what? Enough rain and flooding and everything, some of the pastors them I say, listen here, I gotta cleanse our soul. So we mustn't cuss and go on. You understand? We must thank the Lord for water. And I gotta wash away many a people them sin. And all them say what? I hope the government them are peeping. I open up the drain them. You see it there? It'll show you say that the system, yeah, you're neglecting the system, you're neglecting the communities. So get the irrigation thing at work. You understand me? Seriously, because it's just poor people that suffer right there. Serious. You understand? And the businesses, you need to like help the businesses them, you know. Don't talk about the money. Huh? Put the money there and help them because them get flooded out. You understand? Enough produce. Mash. See? So have some sympathy. You understand me? So have some sympathy. Don't let the blessing just go like that, you know. And you don't show that you really acknowledge what take place now. Because more will come. You see, you remember Noah? More will come, you know. So do justice, do good. You understand? Do good. Don't come up with a straight face and go on bad. Help the people them. Help the poor people them in their business and help the homeowners that just got, hey, yo, them get drawn out. You seen? Okay. That's a warning. Hey. Yo, not London sound. You have to be careful now. But tell you, you have to register with me now. You see? I will take you to the level that you need to be at. But so far, so good. And you go on good enough. We rate you, man. We rate you. We rate you good. We can't say we rate you like cook food or oxygen or water. You know what I mean? But we rate you because we just... Come here.
Won't you check in sometime? Yeah. Tune in, my brother. Tune in. Tune in, my sister. Tune in.
Yeah, you see how me go and say me behave already? Yeah, joke star. If Principal was in that place there, you know, listen here, he would have shot everybody a box, you know. You know why? Because when I don't show no respect, you know. How you not ring him and say, yo, you want to come and play Spin 12 tune? Spin 12 tune, you know. When I saw CD or MP3 or whatever, you know. You see? What happened? And I must behave civilized, because I am the principal, the teacher, and him is the principal selector. So he could have just, yeah, one bone. You know what I mean? Come on, man. And you know, so we have always soldiers them, you know. Understand? We not go around and beg anybody nothing, you know. We have soldiers them. So you get full entertainment. Not shouting and screaming. We talk entertainment. Come on, man. Come on, North London. Wisen up. And I'm telling you, pay a subscription. I will take it to the next level. Yes, you get an honorable bachelor degree of music. And you are talking, me I talk to you now, and listen this here. Tell your father, man, listen best. Come here.
Until your back's against the wall, you'll never know yourself at all. this is a wake-up call. Until your back's against the wall, you'll never know yourself at all. You're only riding for a fall. Listen up, this is a wake-up call. How fame and fortune can totally change a man. So much that he forget where he comes from.
See, we not do that, you know. We not do that, man. We walk pon land. Should we go that way, the bone? Nah, we walk pon sea. And we swim pon land. Check it. Come here.
What the hell's going on? Say what? It's over.
Look at the news one day. All I could see is just war everywhere. So sad, so sad. What's happening? What's happening? It's like the world is on fire. People with passion and desire. Oh why? Oh why? Must be the season.
See, what you gonna do with we? We too bright, man. You understand me? That's why I say, you know, because the people them will say, yo, you see them people there? You see what I mean? And that's what they will do. And we know it. Understand? We know it. So you what now? Excuse us, beg your pardon. Come over here one time.
Foundations of the earth are out of form. Man so blind they neither see nor understand. They walk in darkness. They walk in darkness. Jah Jah.
And the way when I see when I behave and I see all the ladies them, you know, that the video man show, just modestly and everything. The stage was set for Bone Man. Come! Kubaland,
Justice to the afflicted and the needy.
Congo.
Jah, Jah, if I'm poor and needy, hands of the wicked. Poor and needy,
Buganda.
hands of the wicked. Jah, Jah.
Shaka. You think we are asleep? I tell you, man, come play your subscription. Come here. And all Northland and them know the best for that. Rip it down. Come here. Come. Set it right, man.
Every time I look around, I see my people trying for a better life.
See, you think I joke with joke when it come to them something there? It's not joke, man. You're a good student, but you need to register in, you know. Try to tell you, man, come here. So you want no people, you see? That's the hype. I mean, a smoke pipe. Yo, high grade. You understand? Serious thing. Every time, man. Legal too, you know. Legal tender. Not fraudulent. You see? So I want to take you straight down so and listen carefully. Listen keenly. So we are go Al-Quds, we are go Palestine. We are deal with the reality of what has take place in the earth that is hurting the emotions and everything of people. So I'm not sure when I say that I'm not sleeping, we can switch our gears and everything, you know. But the sentiment has to be right. You understand? And the sentiment is the fact that the earth is acknowledging untruth, acknowledging deception, fabrication, discrimination, and post-traumatic stress that's been inflicted on men, women, and children. And the first world is watching the entertainment of apartheid. You see? And saying nothing. Using sound bites like, you have a right. You have a right to represent yourself. You have a right. And then you go to United Nations and the people, the majority of the world population vote for ceasefire. And 3 people come up and veto. That's not democracy. There's nothing truth about that. And the same set of people that have voted, these people are threatening them. You see? They're threatening them. But you see, if people listen to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, God Almighty, all mankind have made you into nations and tribes to know each other and not to despise one another. If these things were spoken, even by the people them coming from Bahrain and Dubai and all them places there, and make the people understand, you know, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala you work with. You now work with yourself, your brother, your cousin, your sister, your auntie. No human being you work with. But when you not work that way there, y'all are not working that way. And it's supposed to be up there, put Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala right in the middle. And it's supposed to be coming out to your mouth. When you're breathing and you stand up in front of them hypocrites and parasites, and you're supposed to do that. You see, when His Imperial Majesty Selassie go talk to them people there, him shook them. And what did they do? They make noise and stamp and everything, and blow whistle and clap and everything, because them now are here. But what did he do? him continue and then him drop them languages them there. So them can't see them never hear. What they didn't want to do is to hear. And them never had no other backative from among Africans and others, you know. The Europeans control the thing, and it was called the League of Nations then. So if you all wasn't biased, my brothers and sisters as Muslims, you would have known and recognized a part of history there. And you are not even that. You would understand how the Prophet, the Rasul, would have responded. There's so much hadith. There's so much hadith about his encountering and how he stretched out himself and sent Sahabis to different provinces with the word La ilaha illallah. Huh? And some took it, read it, and placed it down neatly. And others grab it, tear it up, and said no. But it never changed anything. 'Cause little from then, they came pleading for help. And him never dashed them away, he never turned from them. Because it's not everybody that's ready. But once you utter that which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala asks us and the Prophet taught us to do, then it's up to the ruh of those people. And we are humans. So where are they going to run to? Where are they going to run? They can't run. They run from me and you, but they can't run from the Spirit of Allah. They cannot. None of us can. So they should have made them know that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, O mankind, I've made you into nations and tribes to know each other, know one another, and not to despair. And these people are wicked. You can't see them. They not care. And we're not fulfilling our full obligation. The stage is set. But if we don't go there with the principle of Al-Islam and be dutiful, you understand? Which fear is going inside of their roh? And the fear is not threats, you know. We're doing precisely and exactly what the Lord of the world has commanded and instructed us to do. We're not going to go out there and talk about them mother and them father and Ray and tear and the first world problems that them had and the second one and know you want to bring. No, we're not talking that crap. I know some of you over there saying, so what were you doing just now? You weren't listening. If you were listening, you wouldn't have that kind of perception. I'm an African, Caribbean. I've suppressed my natural instinctive feelings. I never got emotional. But it hurts me. So I've decided this afternoon when Principal shot me something, I decided to say, here the people them that I'm vexed with that belong to us, that said that this thing I know I'm nothing to, I decided to blast them with some rhythm, because they will listen to them rhythm, and they would just say, wait, where my deal? And somebody say, you don't know same run Bible, a rhythms him there. That brother, they're dangerous. And they will sit back and not jump about. They will sit back and listen and think like, wow. You understand? And that's what I do it for. Because I know my community, the areas. Not even community, I know my areas, even now. That's where I come from. I haven't deserted. It's just that there's too much ignominious nonsense take place. So the best place for me to live my life is in a mosque. And conduct and build my institution is Islam. You know what I mean? Hey, yo, I'm on a slippery slope, you know. You understand? Because you see, you can't have water and have dirt over it, sir, and then put some of the dirt into the water and say that the water is pure and clean. You can't do that. And that's what I'm doing at the moment. Water is pure. It's man that make water impure, you know. So I'm just showing you. You can't take something that clean and pure and mix it with the impurities. And I go and like, see, yeah, you're on the straight and narrow. Nah. So I'm on a slippery slope. And I've took that gamble just to try and help mentally inspire our people to say, listen here, enough of European philosophies and fandangles, enough of the simulating and all of that, and come out of that. But the more we go on one way, another set of people come Arab, and all of these things. And now we have the pure internet now is pure black woman, African woman, you know, not African that come here and talk and teach you anything, you know. But them dip on the multimedia, I say that Islam mash up the continent. Islam. How foolish can you be? And there's no persons that can read and listen to what they're saying and know anything about African history and know that the greatest empires around the place were Muslims. And the greatest volumes of literature from a scientific and a mathematical perspective were done, is still here, were written and preserved by Allah, but were written by Muslims. Why you want everything that we have to be in Europe and then them tell about Socrates? No, star. Can't work that way. So now the people them know that you will buck up on us now. They're poisoning your brain by doing what? Paying women. The first teacher. Paying women to be on multimedia platforms condemning Islam. Look at their faces, the people who are speaking. Look at their faces. Try and look at them before they started this occupation. And now they have started, look at them now. So you get a contract. Have a look at them before and look at them presently since them start to lambaste and tell lie against Islam. Have a close look. Have a close look. There's nobody out there doing juju and wuju and everything on them, you know. Them are do themselves because they're lying. They're paid to lie. They don't go into any of the universities. Watch what I'm saying. They don't go into any of the universities on the continent and espouse that crap. They go in built spaces, or them own yard, or where the people them always supporting them, want them to do whatever. These are the areas, these are the studios and everything they're using. You understand? But I'm saying again, look at them before the advent of speaking about Islam, and look at them now while they're speaking of Islam, and look at their faces properly. Look at their features properly. And if you know them or know people who know them, tell them, desist from your lying tongue Desist. Because it's yourself you're hurting. Desist. It's lie you're telling. And those who knew what I said about the League of Nations and His Imperial Majesty, rewind that part of history, assess and evaluate it very clearly, carefully. Don't rush. And follow it all the way up to what the Italians, the Europeans actually did, and look carefully at who came out of the dark spaces, making out that they're helping Ethiopia, but they were removing His Imperial Majesty from the front line. At the same time, making that they're saving him, his life, protecting him. Watch it. Step back. Listen. Assess and evaluate very slowly. Very slowly. Very carefully. And don't fool your brain with anything. And keep watching it. And then follow His Imperial Majesty into the United States. And listen, watch carefully what he said. No. Don't just rush off until answer. No. Watch him. Watch him. All I'm going to say there is when him stretch forth his hands. Right? Because you're using the speech after the condemnation, after him exercised them. Don't let that blind you. That's what's been happening all these years. That's been blinding us. And it's because the speech was made popular by Bob. But when I not deal with what was happening from the religious point of view and how he dealt with his situation at the League of Nations, he didn't change anything. He just gave that speech to show them that you think today you're tough and you're behaving this tough way. That's the speech. Now park the speech up because we hyped out on the speech. Now watch him and look at the symbolism and get some clarification, clarity on what he was praying. Now, you know what happens? A lot of you shout, oh, he's a Christian. Listen, if you listen and you ask our Ethiopian brothers and sisters, they will tell you he said that we are one people on this earth that God has placed here. And we should be living together and working together. Listen, me not tell you no more. Go examine it, get clarification, take your time, assess and evaluate, leave the speech that we don't know already, because somehow, you understand? And it's not our fault, you know. But it's like a teacher, you know, when we're at school and the teacher teach us something, and Michael and Peter come and start talking about football or something, and so forth. And what do? What does that happen? What happens there? The teacher said, stop being disruptive. You're distracting other people's attention. And that's precisely what's been happening to us. And the people are being consistent. And true to plain amusement, and the fact that we don't listen very carefully, we're constantly distracted. And then later on down the road, someone come tell you, and I say too late for that now. I don't want to hear that. And that's precisely what has been happening. That's why these people, I say, this thing here in Palestine have nothing to do with black people. Because the art of living and the understanding and the realization of wisdom hasn't reached them. Not that it hasn't, but they haven't been able to acknowledge it. Because they've been disobedient, disruptive students. Simple. Now pay attention to every word that comes out of these people's them mouth. Come here.
Now you talk about terror. What about for me? I've been terrorized all my day. Hammer all my day.
There is growing evidence that in the chaotic fighting that took place once Hamas militants entered Israel on October 7th, the Israeli military decided to target not only Hamas fighters, but the Israeli captives with them. Tuval Escapa, a member of the security team for Kibbutz Beria, told the Israeli press he set up a hotline to coordinate between kibbutz residents and the Israeli army. Escapa told the Israeli newspaper Haaretz that as desperation began to set in, quote, the commanders in the field made difficult decisions, including shelling houses on their occupants in order to eliminate the terrorists along with the hostages. The newspaper reported that Israeli commanders were, quote, compelled to request an aerial strike against its own facility inside the Erez crossing to Gaza in order to repulse the terrorists who had seized control. That base housed Israeli civil administration officers and soldiers. Israel in 1986 instituted a military policy called the Hannibal Directive, apparently named for the Carthaginian general who poisoned himself rather than be captured by the Romans, following the capture of 2 Israeli soldiers by Hezbollah. The directive is designed to prevent Israeli troops from falling into enemy hands through the maximum use of force, even at the cost of killing the captured soldiers and civilians. The directive was executed during the 2014 Israeli assault on Gaza, known as Operation Protective Edge. Hamas fighters on August 1st, 2014 captured an Israeli soldier, Lieutenant Hadar Golden. In response, Israel dropped more than 2,000 bombs, missiles, and shells on the area where he was being held. Golden was killed, along with over 100 Palestinian civilians. The directive was supposedly rescinded in 2016. Joining me to discuss the reports of Israel shelling its own citizens with tanks and missiles is Max Blumenthal, who investigated this for the Gray Zone. So you did a wonderful job piecing together these reports that are coming out of Israel. Why don't you just lay out what Israeli commanders faced after roughly 10 hours, several hours after this incursion, and then, of course, perhaps give me some details about what you found out.
Well, thanks, Chris. I'm still trying to piece together what happened on October 7th, and one reason that I'm sort of left investigating even after this report that I thought was comprehensive was that in the face of so much death and destruction caused by Israel's military in Gaza, which is basically tantamount to genocide. I mean, you have systematic killing in Gaza. Everyone I know there has, luckily I don't know anyone who's been killed, but everyone I know there has lost neighbors or relatives. They've all lost their homes. And so the Israeli military and the prime minister's office, Netanyahu's office, are recycling October 7th atrocities, and they're also introducing new deceptions in order to try to keep the media's lens focused on October 7th now that it is starting to home in on the horror of Gaza. And we have all these new stories about babies baked in ovens. We've heard stories about babies cut out of mothers' wombs by so-called Hamas terrorists, rape, gang rape, women after being taken captive, gang raped in the streets in Gaza City. all of these lies were spun out. And of course, the 40 beheaded babies repeated by Biden, who claimed he'd seen photographs. All of these lies were repeated and put forward in order to give Israel the latitude to carry out this genocidal assault that we're now witnessing. And we can see Biden was so stunned by the propaganda that was being pushed on him by Netanyahu's office and the pro-Israel media that he immediately caved. And Tony Blinken, in his recent Senate testimony, also repeated some of these lies. So I'm still trying to unpack it, because it's these lies that went beyond the actual killings and atrocities that were committed by gunmen from the Gaza Strip on October 7th that have made it possible for Israel to target and exterminate hundreds of entire families in the Gaza Strip, as well as hospitals and medical centers. So I started my investigation when testimony started to filter out in Israeli media, which contravened the official story of October 7th. And the official story, which has been told to Americans and Israelis, is that Hamas, quote unquote, terrorists stormed into southern Israel and began just shooting and killing people at random, then burned them alive, tied up entire families in their homes, and then burned them all somehow, melted cars and burned people in their cars as they were trying to flee, and carried out this gigantic mass shooting. And it does appear clear that many non-combatants, Israeli non-combatants, were shot by Hamas gunmen, but that's kind of where the official story stops. And what I was able to determine from these testimonies, as well as just a basic and visual analysis of the photos that the Israeli foreign ministry and prime minister's office were putting forward, was that Israel used disproportionate force on its own citizens in order to dislodge a politically driven military offensive by Hamas and Palestinian Islamic Jihad, which was aimed at extracting political concessions from the state of Israel, which had been besieging the Gaza Strip for 15 years. So
hold up now. So you see now, if we was at court now, you see, there would be a recess because it's too much. Yes, seriously. So I'm going to do the same thing, you know. Because I know now that what was heard just now, because there's much more, you know. It's 41 minutes. What was heard just now is more than adequate enough for YouTube to be told, remove that person. So we're going to hang that up on the shelf. Okay. Yes, that's what we're going to do. Abdullah. And Abdullah means the Abd of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So what? We're not going to call him slave. He's the Abd. It's a beautiful name. Come here, son. Come.
I'm exhausted. Last night I couldn't sleep, but when I did, I could hear bombs in my dreams. Nightmare situation. How could they be so evil, making more?
Oh, I will return. You know, God willing, that they don't scratch me off, you know, kick me to the curb completely. I return. But for now, right here and now, Abdullah, come here, boy.
I'm exhausted. Last night I couldn't sleep, but when I did, I could hear bombs in my dreams. Nightmare situation. How could they be so evil, making martyrs out of children and innocent people? We expect the bombs, not knowing where next. Huddle in the corner of my room, trying to protect my little brother as the building shakes like it's possessed. But nothing stronger than the will of the oppressed. I bomb back with my lyrics and rhymes, living the times trying to break the Palestinian minds. What's hiding in the clouds hanging over my head? My dad risks his life outside to buy bread. the fourth war in my 12th year. At this stage I'm numb, though I haven't feel scared. There's nothing I can do in this case to stay safe. I'm brave, even though this house could be in my grave. I want freedom for the population. 2 million prisoners living in this location, shouting at the wall, but nothing is ever changing. That's life under an occupation. I want freedom for the population. 2 million prisoners living in this location, shouting at the wall, but nothing is ever changing. That's life under an occupation. Mothers mourn, frightened with grief. White sheets covered bodies that lie on the streets. Buildings turn to ash, but my mind is made of steel. So it doesn't take much for me to heal. Won't lose the will to live or lose our minds. My auntie lost her home, so she lost her life. But she is still alive, but traumatized by the bombs that flew in and dropped that night. My sister couldn't sleep, tried to stop her cries. I said it was fireworks, I was telling her lies. Where's the compassion? This is heartless. It's like they want us all living in darkness, cutting off water and electricity for hours. They're knocking towers, but that's not knocking the power that I have in my pen. When I'm writing, I'm unstoppable. The microphone is the only escape possible, cause that's the way that I can speak my mind. I wonder how does the fighter pilot sleep at night, knowing he can turn the city upside down all of a sudden, slaughtering families with the push of a button. I want freedom for the population. 2 million prisoners living in this location, shouting at the wall, but nothing is ever changing. That's life under an occupation. I want freedom for the population. 2 million prisoners living in this location, shouting at the wall, but nothing is ever changing. That's life under an occupation.
See, I tell you, man, them things that we last remark, we can't do that, man. We know where I deal with. See? You understand me? Come again. Come here, Abdullah. Come up.
Palestine's been occupied for decades, but a home for centuries. This land is generations of my family's memories. To plant, grow, and nurture the symbol of peace. The olive trees guaranteed that our people could eat. Living with limitations, pushed down by the occupation. Wanna see the pain? Take a look at the people's faces. Imagine being kicked out of the only house you ever known. We're praying for our souls while they're preying on our homes. It's not easy to put this into words. Looking at my baby sister, is this something she deserves? Growing up in a world where she's not treated the same, denied the right to live free because of where she came. They wanna occupy this land, won't let them occupy my mind. I stay occupied aside as I write about my life, because my only mission is to make people listen. This one's for Shashara, hoping it can make a difference. Cause the same thing happened in 48. My grandparents got evicted and forced to move away to the refugee camp in Gaza. No, nothing has changed. They can never return, so that's where I am today. Getting calls from cousins to see if I am alive. This year is not fireworks that are lighting the sky. We're trying to celebrate an Eid and keep the faith. I guess you could say it's how memories are made. Palestine.
See, can you imagine? What can you imagine? You understand? So now them use the word terrorist. Right? Some try to make people them think say that this is one of the bodies are a body that was created that them shout out ISIS. Huh? And the whole thing was to make Muslims and Islam look stink and dirty. And what was it that was continually being projected and told to us? How these persons and these people's heads are being chopped off, and videos, shots to that effect, which really hurts people. It hurts us human beings and us Muslim human beings at the same time. Huh? All these dirty things. So quick, sharp, why them I try to tell you so that this is the vile thing that happened? Them tell you now that the body that they're wholly responsible for it is a terrorist group. Now everybody, including children them, little children them, and daycare services and primary school know the word Hamas. And Hamas is meant to be evil. Hamas is not meant to be the institute of government in Gaza among the Palestinian people. No, they're meant to be terrorists. Is why is these top three governments is concerned. Then them talk about babies being beheaded and women being raped. Hey, come on. They didn't leave any diabolical statements out and projection. What they failed to do and they wanted to do, but them know technically the children them out there are so swagger when it comes to editing and all of these things. They didn't put no fear up there by using video tapes, pictures, photographs. Huh? And they did everything to stop the United Nations, UNICEF, and all these different people, the Green Party, the what them called, them have a name, not Save the Children. It's a lot of agencies and the human rights organizations. They prohibit all these people. They even met the United Nations Chief of Staff and these people. Obsolete. So when them sit back in America and say that these are violation against humanity and international criminal and charges against and so forth, then people are laugh. Because what did them do? The first thing them did was get the president to stop what the hell he was doing and come over there so immediately. And he was there. And that was an indictment to say, listen here, you can't charge these people. They have a right to represent themselves. You can't charge them for doing nothing. So, in the long and the short of everything, whatever our brothers have discussed, which is what the United Nations, UNICEF did ask for, and it's now going to come into play, the only thing that's add to that is that the Palestinian Hamas is saying, release our people. So we can have this exchange. Now this put America in a nightmare. Because in Iran, the students there held American students that were studying in Iran hostages until they got back all that belonged to them and all the Americans, them and everybody, come out of them country. And Britain also give them back what belonged to them at the same time. That's what the Iranian students did. The time when Ayatollah Khomeini returned from exile back into Iran and bring Iran to the level that is at right now. Yo, European people, do not forget nothing, whether you did it directly or not. But anyhow, the ugliness reappear anywhere around them. And especially with people that they associate with at the same time, at this time. It gets them vexed, them sweat up. And they don't want to speak. They want to fight. They want to fight. They will bomb you to the blizzarding. And that's why America, if you look upon their fighting, They're always trying to push people, nations, countries back. Because when you mash up the place, what are you doing? You're destroying the generation. You're putting pressure on the nation and its people at this present time to look at themselves and try to reestablish, rebuild what they have. So when you have a place being flattened, what is it that you're doing? You're having to try to give birth to yourself again. That is not going to happen spontaneously, systematically. And with all the fire and the gross damages, your history becomes depleted unless you was one of those set of people that were prepared for such things and you've buried, look at the Planet of the Apes and them type of movies, and you've buried your history. So in light of something like this happening, you just work on building back up homes but your history has been retained. So your culture can be reframed. Now it's a matter of what type of generation you have and how much children you have. And in this case, do you all know anything about this area? These people constantly have been arresting and imprisoning so much of the children for years. It's not just yesterday them did it from this October. No. Destroyed generations, depleted generations, traumatized generations. Same thing they did with Syria. Same thing they have done right now with Libya. You lot ain't paying attention. And I'm saying you lot, as in these black people, my people who are saying that this have nothing to do with us. Take a trip to Bosnia.
Save the world. I remind them that the pen is greater than the sword. Don't stop trying, we all humans in God's eyes. Education we defend is gonna save the world. Save the world, inshallah. Education is not just some privilege or right that every child deserves. Is God-given, that right come under threat, it must be defended. You think Allah will see what you're doing to His children? Who's been held accountable? Who's in charge, mister? These kids ain't got nothing to do with y'all business. You should be building more schools in our prisons. They bomb the same, even make news in y'all city. He could have been a scholar, he dealing with different problems. Missile hit his home and crushed and killed his barber. We should be playing soccer or meeting up by lockers. He wanted to be a doctor, but he don't have those options. I remind him that the pen is greater than the sword. I remind him every time it's greater than...
Serious 12-year-old Abdullah. So we say, God, please give me the strength to fight against evil. And please help me to overcome evil by doing good. Again, God, please give me the strength to fight against evil. And please help me to overcome evil by doing good. You see? Serious thing. You think I joke, we joking. You understand? So we want to leave that because that's so it's there. So we get like what? 2 more songs and we're gone. Come here, Barry.
Well, yeah. it down. March it down, down underground. Unity, unity is strength, yeah. My bridging ancestry, follow march it down. Unity, unity is strength, oh yo yo yo.
Yeah, what me I say? I am saying that unity is strength. You know what I mean? And your ears are not confused, you know. You see? But you probably not pay attention to the words. This is the thing with music, you understand? And sound. You see? That's the thing with music and sound. And for people who have a distorted mind, again, because, I mean, they might not distorted, just that they don't come from that culture. And they haven't spent any time really, reaching out and, becoming affiliated to that culture. So you see, when Bob Marley come now with a couple tune, especially like Get Up, Stand Up and Fight for Your Rights, you know what I mean? And then the other one, them turn around. The political people turn around and said, you know what I mean, one other tune, right? And so forth. Can't you see how it touched people? Seriously touched people now. And the majority of His Imperial Majesty's speeches are talk. You understand? It got them. But you see, we know, we don't, I'm the institution, we not locking upon that and make the people, make our generation them understand what is actually happening. You see? And that's how you build communities now. Community have to have the infrastructure that you can call it community because it represent the culture of the people. And it's supporting, and it's galvanizing, and it's grassrooting the talent, the skills, and the modality of the people. But when you don't have something like that, you're just a strange, and it's continuous actions, reactions. You know what I mean? You become extreme. You don't become proactive, you become reactive. And then when I mark with children then for excellence in education and politeness with common courtesies. And we're not really looking at life and structuralizing the safe environment called home. And we're not showing our children what the universal application of love is. We're not, because we haven't developed any infrastructure for ourselves. We follow other people, them narratives, other people, them attitudes. We're trying to integrate, and then we finish up goddamn masturbating. Because we are work with them. We're not working with us. So eventually we don't trust ourselves. And then we start shout out and scream out about unity. How the hell you gonna have unity when we don't have no trust? We don't have no trust. And then we finish up violating and disrespecting our females, disregarding them, undermining them, vilifying them. Gosh, man, what do we have after that? Nothing. So when you look at what has actually happened to us, has been happening to us, we're the most pitifulest goddamn people in the diaspora. Because when you voluntarily violate the wound that bore us, what next? What next? See? So when it becomes graphic like that from someone like me, I say, child, why we shut your mouth and go away? But it's the truth. Not my truth, it's the truth. It's real. We need to resurface We do. And we have the methodology to do that. But right now, we're not willing. So, spin your yarn and go back and ask yourself, what did Garvey actually mean that the black man and woman will not know ourselves until our back's against the wall? Now, how far up the wall and how close to the wall do we want? How much time do we actually want to be back up on the wall? Because you can go to the on the wall, you know, and the firing squad just did it. Is that the one we're waiting for? Because when we did it now, you can't do nothing, you know. Yes, you can. We can. We can pray. We can pray. But the bullets are going to still come. So if we are wait for we back to be against the wall and we are look upon the firing squad in front of us, no, not me, I tell you. Yeah, I would be afraid. 1,000% afraid. What do you mean? What the hell me I doing stand up in front gunman them? You're joking. Listen this piece of something and then we want to leave here. That tune they hurt one, innit?
What we are witnessing in this global moment is not unprecedented. It is European modernity coming apart at its seams. The loosely tied myths that has kept it together are unraveling, delinking. But it intends not to go easily. The reverberating effect of its fits and fissures are being articulated in its violence. The contradictions are materialized through its human vessels like a virus seeing its inevitable demise. It is in the unity of struggle that we can inoculate the praxis of liberation to ensure this time, as with times we struggled and continue to struggle collectively against imperialism and its attendant colonialisms, chattel slavery, apartheid, etc., to follow in the tradition of resistance set before us. Today we look at a component of this unity of struggle. We pay attention to Black and Palestinian intersectional experiences with the violence of the colonial. When thinking about Black and Palestinian liberatory continuities, we have plenty to explore, but a good place we can find its most articulated expression is with Brother Malcolm.
All right, I've damaged so much tonight. I am saying that my brain needs checking, but these are things that I was supposed to do yesterday, and I didn't because of what did happen. I mean, not yesterday, on Tuesday, right? So, means a person that the thing them stick in my head. So I try sift through and still put on today's program, you know. So, beg your pardon and excuse me, and then we have to say guidance.
Tennessee, 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 Tennessee.
See, even that is an error. It's an error. Come here.
Of a celebration of life, death, and the stories of our ancestors. Let me hear you say, whoa, whoa, yeah.
imagining love. I'm imagining love. But what I feel is pain. Pain. I asked my mother, what is freedom? What is freedom? And my father says, get close to God. Get close to God. And hear my mother now. That's when you will experience freedom. Alive. Alive. Yes. Everyday people, I want a future. I want a future, a bright day, and a loving day. Yes, tomorrow's people, tomorrow's children, guidance, I tell you.